welcome to another powerful episode of Perimenopause and Beyond, your safe space to understand your body, your mind, and the space of life with more clarity and less confusion. I am your host, Dr. Sulbha Arya, your friend, guide, and mentor in this journey, helping women navigate midlife changes with awareness, confidence, and a deeper understanding of what their body is truly communicating. Today, I'm delighted to welcome Sri Vidya, whose work beautifully bridges the world of psychology and intuitive healing. Raised as a daughter of a diplomat, Sri Vidya had a unique privilege of growing up across different parts of the world, gaining a deep and nuanced understanding of diverse cultures, perspectives, and human experiences. Yet, it is in India that she found her true sense of grounding and inner connection, something that deeply reflects in the work she does today. She holds a master's degree in public administration along with a master's in counseling and psychotherapy. Alongside her formal training, she was naturally drawn to energy healing and guided by her intuitive abilities and further expanded her toolkit by becoming a certified NLP practitioner. What makes her work truly distinctive is her integrative approach, where science meets intuition. She incorporates modalities like backflow remedies into her practice, helping individuals move through emotional blocks, build self awareness, and create meaningful inner transformation. I'm really looking forward to today's conversation as we explore emotional well being, perimenopause, and how gentle yet powerful healing approaches can support women through the space of life. Sri Vidya, it's such a pleasure to have you here today.
Namaste, Dr. Sarbaria, and thank you for having me. Hello, everyone else.
So, Sri Vidya, I would like to ask from my audience, they have this question. They have never heard of backflow remedies earlier. So, for the first time person, what would you explain to a person who has never heard of backflow remedies?
Okay, so Bhakti remedies are a system of natural healing developed in the late 1930s by Edward Bach, Dr. Edward Bach, who was a British doctor and a homeopath. So he got very sorry, he got very unsatisfied, dissatisfied with the way allopathy was bringing back people for the same problem. So he wanted something that people would have in their own tool, as their own toolkit, understand their own emotions and heal themselves. So this is where the 38 remedies of the Bach flower remedies came about.
Okay. So, how is it different from the conventional medicine or the supplements that we talk about?
So most of these, there are 38 remedies, like I mentioned. These 38 remedies are sun infused. They are infused under the sun in water. So only the energy of the flower, or sometimes the leaves are also used. They are infused, and the energy is captured by the water, and that is stored in alcohol format.
Hmm. Okay. So, how is it different from the conventional medicine or the supplements? The way of working is different. The functioning is different in the body. Like for conventional medicine, we usually target certain areas and then suppress the problem. How does Black Flower Remedy work?
So there are no chemicals in this. And it doesn't have to wait till it gets to the stomach. It starts right on your tongue. As soon as the drops are in your tongue, or you can mix it in water, and as soon as you drink it, it starts working from the tongue. The healing starts from the tongue area itself. And that's how
Okay.
it works on a nano level. It's very deep. It's,
Wonderful.
like
Wonderful.
I said, nano level. So
So, earlier you mentioned that they work on the emotional patterns. So, what are the most common emotional patterns you see in women who are in their midlife, in their 40s or in their early 50s?
Now, there's this fear because when this all starts setting in, they don't understand why am I changing? Am I not doing something right? Or if I'm not doing something right, what am I not doing right? So fear है. Then you have uncertainty, and then many a times the oversensitivity both हो जाता है. सास कुछ कहती है, पति कुछ कहता है, मेड कुछ कह जाती है. यू नो हम यूजुअली जो चीजों जो रिएक्ट नहीं करेंगे वहां पे भी हम रिएक्ट चिड़चिड़ हो जाते हैं एंड देन वो लाइक ऐसे क्यों बात किया, दिस इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ माय पर्सनालिटी. So all these are there, and then there's loneliness. That's another big thing that we start feeling around this age. The empty nest syndrome sets in. बच्चे अगर चले गए हैं, or the husband is more interested in something else, and वो कभी बनी नहीं, तो फिर we feel more lonely at that time.
तो बट ये चीजें तो पहले भी चलती रहती हैं. Why do the emotions feel more intense during midlife?
It feels more intense now because yes, we have our hormonal shifts to add to it. We were already this type of a person. Where women are natural nurturers. So nurturing तो हम में भरपूर भर के भरी हुई है. So फिर we are these type of people. But then that is the time when we need to take care of ourselves, and we don't have an assistant or a secretary to take care of us. Our family is the one that needs to take care of us, but along the line we have been so controlling कि भाई हाँ हम कर लेंगे, हमें आता है ये सारी चीजें, हम कर लेंगे. तो हम करके वो मैं तक रह जाता है. We have not trained our families at that time. By that time, if we are not trained our families, बच्चे बोलते हैं मम्मा आप तो करते थे ना, अब क्यों हमारी जरूरत है. पति आके बोलेगा ये क्या घर ऐसा क्यों पड़ा हुआ है, नहीं आई जस्ट फेल्ट सो टायर्ड, मैं बस ऐसी पड़ी रही है. ये आपने बहुत सुना होगा, मैंने तो बहुत सुना है.
happens yes.
So during this time it's rising much more because our hormones are playing its role as well.
And how does Backflower Remedies support during us during this phase of our life?
ये जो मैंने चिड़चिड़ी कहा था, for example, we become so sensitive, oversensitive to things. हम तो हैं ही sensitive characters, but हम oversensitive बन जाते हैं उस time पे. So because of that, बच्चों को समझ में नहीं आता है कि why is mama shouting like this? ये ऐसे मैंने क्या बोल दिया कि मैंने पहले भी ऐसी बात की है, तो फिर why is mummy बरसाफाइंग on me right now? अगर husband says कि भाई मैं पास में आता हूँ तो तुम दूर भागती हो, तुम बार बार बोलती हो कि आई एम टायर्ड करके, मैं क्या अच्छा नहीं लगने लगा हूँ क्या? These are, yes, you are becoming very oversensitive to your surroundings. So there are remedies in Bach flower that bring back the balance, that restore the harmony within the system.
Wonderful. So when we talk about emotional stress, we also have a lot of unresolved feelings that have been piling up since years. So do they also show some physical symptoms like sleep changes, fatigue, or weight changes? Does our emotion influence the physical symptoms as well?
Yes, definitely, because the body is one whole organism. It's not like in pieces. Science separate, and the body is separate. I mean, physical body, emotions, everything is all integrated. So whatever we are feeling and we are not expressing, or this has become a habit for us not to express it but just to suppress it. All these things do manifest at a later point in time. They do manifest. कहीं छुप के जा नहीं सकता है. आपको जो लगता है कि आपने दबा के रख दिया है, आपने बात नहीं की है, तो फिर गायब हो गया है, नहीं होता है वो. It actually manifests in your physical body.
And how does
बहुत सारे चीज.
Sleep and
for example, if we take sleep, especially during the perimenopausal and menopausal phase, hot flashes हो जाते हैं and we cannot fall asleep. We tend to doom scroll. That is one of the things we do. So we are exposing ourselves to that light for such a long time. How is the pineal gland supposed to shut down and say, okay, fine, now it's melatonin time, सो जाते हैं? नहीं, हम नहीं करते हैं वो चीज. वही करते हैं because that actually relaxes us. बिकॉज व्हेन वी डूम स्क्रॉल हमको कुछ फोकस नहीं करना पड़ता है, हम बस हाँ ठीक है ये अच्छा है ये अच्छा है ये अच्छा चलता ही जाता है, एंड देन पता चला कि 12 से ज्यादा हो गया है, 10:30 वी मस्ट एक्चुअली बी asleep,
Yes.
but in most households this is not happening. So
So, how do you choose the right backflower remedy for someone? Is it symptom based or is it emotion based? How do we choose for a person who comes with, like sleep issues or maybe skin changes or anything? I'm just.
so for that, for sleep changes, what happens when you go to sleep? You have to become more aware of yourself. When you are lying down to go to sleep, what are the thoughts that come to you? Are you flooded with the thoughts कि भाई दिन पूरा क्या क्या हुआ? Or is that the time you bring out the anger? Why did my boss say like that to me? Right in front of everyone else, yeah. That's not done. ये वाली चीजें माने कि आप उसको रिपीट किए जा रही हैं, मैं ऐसे बोल सकती थी वैसे बोल सकती थी,
That
अब you're
rumination
reliving
of
that.
thoughts that keeps on troubling us all
Yeah,
night. Yeah.
you're on a loop, you're on a loop. तो फिर आपको गुस्सा आता है, आपकी सारी चीजें जब बाहर आती हैं तब, तो you do not have peace of mind, you are not able to relax. वो नहीं होता है. There are back remedies for this kind of people. जो people हैं कि जो suppress करके रखते हैं, उसके लिए अलग सा एक रेमेडी है.
Mm.
और one of the reasons why people, ladies especially, I have heard my clients tell me so many times कि I am waking up at this time और फिर मेरा नींद टूट जाता है.
Very
Around
common.
2:33ish, yes, around 2:33ish they wake up, they have to urinate, and they come back. Either their cortisol spikes up and again their mind is on the loop, or else what happens is they are not able to go back to sleep because
Yes.
they have woken up at this time, नींद टूट गया है.
Hmm.
So
And वो
if
बस से thinking चालू हो जाती है तुरंत.
thinking at that
Yes.
time, if you are taking these back remedies, अगर नींद टूट गई है, so once you take this, because this is typical of you, माने कि of whoever it is, so it is typical of that person to do this. So if that person is on that Bach flower remedy, that person can take another dose and they will fall asleep again.
Within. And how long does it take for someone to see the effects, the difference once
30
they've.
seconds to a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, if it is an acute thing. If it is chronic, it will take at least 3 months, 1 month to 3 months to really see a change. But if it is an acute thing, माने कि जैसे कि you're having migraines, okay, you're having migraines, उसके लिए there is something to calm it down. But it is for that time it is palliative. It is got to take. Migraines are something that you have suppressed and suppressed all through your life. That is why, especially during perimenopause and menopausal time, it really comes out. Actually, I was one of those people who had terrible migraines. All through my life, I never had a problem with my thumb. Never. No pain, no fainting, no nothing. I'm like, I'm up about, I do all my work. I had no problems at all. But when I hit 45, my God, I had migraines and I'm like, why? I had mommy issues. मेरे माँ के साथ मेरा बनता नहीं था, अभी भी बनता नहीं है. But at least I'm cured. I'm cured. कुछ रिलेशनशिप्स हम बना सकते हैं, कुछ रिलेशनशिप्स ऐसे ही होते हैं, तो वैसे ही रहने दीजिए. But you have to be at peace of mind. You cannot go and fix every single thing around you. And all our life as women, we tend to fix every single thing. We don't ever prioritize ourselves. We also need to be fixed. So when I understood that and I fixed that part of it, then I don't have migraines. I'm done.
So when we talk about the backflower remedies, ये हम मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट्स और जो हार्मोनल थेरेपीज या कुछ चल रहा होता है किसी का, उसके साथ भी दे सकते हैं? Can we give it together?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. We can take it with any kind of. It goes very well with homeopathy. Or side by side, very complementary. But even if you're taking allopathy medications and Ayurveda, you can still combine these things because this works energetically. इसमें कोई chemicals नहीं है कि it's going to affect with the other medicines. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
So
It's
a
on
lot
an
of
energetic level.
कि अभी तक मतलब जब तक हम लोग बेड पे नहीं लेट जाते तब तक हम लोगों को किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं लगती ना. सो women have this tendency कि अब मुझे रेमेडी की क्या जरूरत है, can't I fix myself? What would you say to such a woman?
मेरे बच्चे मेरे पूछते हैं मुझे मेरे बच्चे बार बार पूछते हैं कि मम्मा आप बार बार हर एक चीज के लिए क्यों कुछ ना कुछ यू कीप चेंजिंग इट, क्यों, एंड व्हाई डू वी हैव टू टेक दिस? तो आई फाइंड इट मोर लाइक अ क्रच करके बच्चे लोग बोलते हैं मुझे. तो ऐसे ठीक है, आपको जब भूख लगती है तो आप कुछ तीखा खा लेते हो, फिर उसके बाद यू वांट समथिंग स्वीट ना. हाँ, so it's sort of like that. Once the system is up to a certain level, and then with your thinking, you have actually dipped it. It's gone down. You have to pick it up, right? To pick it up, you need something from outside as complementary that's going to help you to bring up your own vital energy. Once your own vital energy is up, then you can do whatever you want. Then you will be able to fix yourself because your mind will have clarity.
So can you explain this with 1-2 examples from your practice that you've seen?
Huh. A friend of mine called me and her throat was very bad. मैंने क्या हो गया तुमको? तो she's like नहीं, कोल्ड आया, कॉफ आया, पर ये कॉफ जा ही नहीं रहा है. बाबा आया, वो 3-4 महीने पहले आया है. मैंने कहा नहीं, this cannot be because of that cough, it's lingering so long. So when I connected with her intuitively, I felt that she's not expressing herself. So I asked, are you not expressing a lot of things? मियाँ जी के साथ कुछ है क्या? It's like नहीं यार, मियाँ जी बच्चे सब अच्छे हैं, मेरे को ऑफिस में प्रॉब्लम है. मैं कहा अच्छा, वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? मैनेजमेंट कुछ कहती है, लोअर मैनेजमेंट कुछ और चाहती है, मैं बीच में पिस रही हूँ. So because I am not expressing myself, I am having to keep down everything inside. मन में ही रखना पड़ता है.
वो यहाँ आ गया.
तो यहाँ पे उसको लग गया वो चीज. So then I said, okay, fine. So do you want to express? Do you want to change things? She's like, yes, but I don't know how to put it across to the higher management because I am in sync with the lower management, but they are not. So मैंने कहा तो you want to do this? She's like, yes. So then we worked on whatever, how to express yourself in the most appropriate way, but not kill your conscience also. Because एक conscience नाम की चीज है, and if we keep killing it, then वो emotions जो है ना, वो फिर से उभर के बार बार आते रहते हैं और कहते हैं कि भाई तुमने नहीं किया, तुमने नहीं किया, तुमने नहीं किया. वो जो चिड़िया होते हैं
yes.
नहीं किया नहीं किया नहीं किया, वो बार बार वो चोंच मारती रहती है. तो उसके वजह से our emotions get out of balance. So it expresses itself in some way or the other in your physical body. Whichever is the weak area, whichever you're not doing again and again, in that area it will always manifest itself.
So how can a woman start becoming more aware of her emotional patterns? Is there any way that you can suggest these women?
My clients, I tell them to journal, but they come back saying, नहीं होता है क्योंकि रात को ना बस सो जाए तो बस.
This I've seen in my practice as well. कितना भी बोल लो, they don't actually, it doesn't feel important and it feels too much of a task also for a woman who's already doing so much. तो वो करते नहीं है, they don't end up and they don't see the immediate changes also within themselves. तो इसीलिए थोड़ा वो रूटीन ही नहीं बना पाते उसका. Even if they'll do 1 day, 2 days, फिर 3rd day फिर नहीं.
But सही बात है, but the thing is, हम कब तक ऐसे ही चलते रहेंगे? We know we need help. कहीं ना कहीं पे हमको थोड़ा रुकना पड़ेगा और ध्यान से देखना पड़ेगा हमारे अंदर वो क्या इमोशंस हैं जो बार बार उठ के आती हैं. तो मैं वही कहती हूँ, ठीक है, तुम्हारे पास तुम्हारा फोन तुम्हारे हाथ में रहता है ना, तो लाइक हाँ तो ठीक है, तो नोट्स बना लो. नोट्स बना लो कि भाई टुडे दिस ट्रिगर्ड मी.
उससे इमोशनल पैटर्न पता चल जाएंगे बहुत अच्छे से.
एग्जैक्टली, आपके इमोशनल पैटर्न्स पता चल जाएंगे. तो देन आप ट्रिगर के साथ बैठ सकते हैं. अच्छा ठीक है, ये ऐसा बोला था, मेरे को ट्रिगर हुआ ये चीज, ये ट्रिगर कहाँ से शुरू हुआ? तो आपको याद आएगा कि भाई मम्मा ने कभी बोला होगा, जोर से मत बोलो, लड़कियां नहीं बोलती हैं. ऐसे तो हमारे दिस इज पार्ट ऑफ आवर सभ्यता.
related होती हैं since the time that we've grown up. So many things are stored in our mind and in our body. We don't even know कि our present reaction patterns are stemming from that.
It does. It always has to. We always have to go back to our childhood क्योंकि वहीं से सब कुछ शुरू हुआ है. आप वो वाला पाथ आप ना लेके चल ही नहीं सकते हैं. इमीडिएटली आपको जो भी रिलीफ चाहिए आपको मिल सकता है, बट देन यू हैव टू गो बैक टू योर चाइल्डहुड. और जो भी चीजें आपने छुपा के रखी हैं क्योंकि सोसाइटी एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता है, मम्मी पापा एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे, हमको प्यार नहीं मिलेगा, ये सब सोच सोच के जो भी चीजें हमने दबा के रखी हुई हैं, ये कहीं ना कहीं और कभी ना कभी तो बाहर आना ही है ना. इट हैज टू कम आउट. इट विल एक्सप्रेस इटसेल्फ.
If somebody wants to start using backflower remedies at home, where should they start?
Well, they should first go to a person who does practice it, because for everyone their nature and nurturing is different. So सब लोग यही कह रहे हैं मैं खा लूंगी. I can just go. You can go and pick it up at any home. Most of the homeo pharmacies do stock it. So you can go there and pick it up. You may read it on.
The right concoction is also very much
exactly. You may eat something. White chestnut करके एक दवाई है, वो मैं खा लूंगी, but I don't see any effect. that ये काम नहीं करता है. You may not need that medicine. तो फिर वो खाओगे तो naturally that's not going to be, you're not going to see an effect. And for active things they work
different है, तो फिर it has to be, the treatment has to be different in this, right?
Yes. Because each person's nature and nurturing, like I said, is very different. Even if we come as siblings from the same family, the mom that gave birth to us is not the same mom who gave birth to our sister or brother. She has grown over time and her thinking has changed. So when she gave birth to our sibling, she is a different person. She is the same body. She is not the same body also. Lots of cells have come and gone. Lots of skin layers have come and gone. But, she's not the same person. Even her body has changed. So her thinking has also changed. So the fears that may be instilled in the sibling is not there in the first child. सब same नहीं है. Even if we come from the same family also. हम 5 उंगलियों की तरह हैं. We're all different.
Yes, I agree. So what is that one message to our listeners that you would like to give today?
Start taking care of yourself. It's about time. Especially when we start hitting perimenopause and menopause, this is the time that we start taking care of ourselves. Us. हमने बहुत कर लिया है. हमने बहुत सेवा कर लिया है. पति की सेवा, सास और ससुर की सेवा, बच्चों को यहाँ तक लेके आ गए हैं. When are we going to dedicate time for ourselves? Are we not important? Are we supposed to be just the unpaid labor every single time, every year? साल निकला जा रहा है, time निकला जा रहा है. We have to start prioritizing ourselves at least at this time. At least.
I also feel that once if we are happy, then only we'll be able to give others happiness. अगर आप frustrated रहोगे तो आप चिड़चिड़ी करते रहोगे, वो in the end it's not going to help anyone any which ways. तो अगर थोड़ा सा time अपने लिए निकाल लो, and if you are in a better state of mind, then certainly you can help others better around you.
I see that women are the lighthouse, the most important pillar in the family.
Yes, agreed.
अगर लाइट हाउस जो लाइट दिखाना चाहिए, उनका पूरा जो स्क्रीन है is mucky with all emotions, unprocessed stuff, everything is there, then आप लाइट कैसे दिखाओगे?
Very powerful statement. Beautiful.
आप बच्चों को क्या राह दिखाएंगे? आप अपनी बच्ची को वही दिखा रहे हैं कि you got to do this, the same thing that I'm doing, you do this. तो generation on generation हम यही करते जाएंगे, so then there's no end to it at all. What are we leaving as legacy to the next generation? The lighthouse has to clear off the muck.
And this is the time जब आपको अपने ये जाले हटाने हैं. Exactly. Thank you so much, Rividya, for such a deeply insightful and a grounding conversation. Your ability to blend psychology with intuitive healing and bring in tools like backflower remedies with such clarity truly adds a beautiful new dimension to how we should understand emotional health in midlife. For those who resonated with this conversation and would like to explore her work further, you can connect with Sri Vidya through the link shared in the comments below. And if today's discussion made you realize that your symptoms, emotions, and confusion are not random but signals that your body is trying to communicate, and it's time for you to move from uncertainty to clarity, then I am hosting a live masterclass on functional hormonal health mapping for midlife women on Saturday at 6:30 p.m., where you will understand what is actually driving your symptoms, why your body starts feeling different after the age of 35, and how you can take a structured support and informed steps to navigate this phase of life. So, if you are ready to stop guessing and start understanding your body, then the registration link to the masterclass is in the comments below. Let's move from confusion to clarity together. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you, Sri Vidya, for joining us today.
Thank you, Dr. Shobha. Thank you for having me. Thank you, audience, for listening. Thank you.